Economic growth in Europe slowed to a crawl in the fourth quarter of 2021 as the Omicron variant forced governments to reimpose social distancing restrictions. GDP in the 19 countries sharing the euro expanded just 0.3% quarter-on-quarter. That's in line with market expectations, but much lower than the 2.3% growth recorded in the previous 3 months. Year-on-year growth was at 4.6%, down from more than 5% in the September quarter. Zooming into the numbers, and countries such as Italy, Spain, and France all performed better than expected, thanks to the return of tourists who stayed out during the height of the pandemic. In contrast, the continent's economic heavyweight Germany saw domestic output shrink by 0.7%. Now for more, let's bring in Hilary Ingham. She teaches economics at the University of Lancaster in the UK. Welcome to the program, Hilary. Now, why are we seeing this divergence between the likes of Germany and countries like Italy, France, and Spain?
Yeah, like you said, the figures vary depending on which country you look at. I mean, there are factors behind this. So, I mean, one big story is obviously that the German economy actually shrank by 0.7% in the last quarter of 2021. But that country was particularly hit with these supply chain disruptions that we've all seen. And this meant that consumer spending was down a lot. And then if you look at the other end of the spectrum, you know, an economy like Spain, I mean, you did mention tourism, so clearly that country has gained from that, but it recorded growth of 2%. And it actually had very strong investment figures and very strong export figures. And then Italy, which also grew by 0.6%, i.e. higher than the average figure, that was very much due to domestic demand. So there's lots of different things going on, you know, across Europe.
Right. So how does this affect the response from Brussels and the European Central Bank in terms of their fiscal and monetary policies?
Well, I think this puts things in a very delicate position, really, because although we are seeing growth, it is low. And the predictions are that it probably won't pick up very much until the second quarter of 2022. But of course, at the same time, you see, you've got inflation running at around 5%. And we've seen in the UK, you know, the Bank of England has already raised rates, and there's a prediction that it's likely to do it again this week, whereas the ECB has shied away from that as a policy. And I don't think we're going to see it imminently, because they won't want to be putting up interest rates to choke this fragile growth any further.
All right, interesting. Hilary Ingham from Lancaster University, thank you for joining us with your analysis.